Discipline is not born from excitement, emotion, or inspirational energy. It is built from a private, unwavering internal regime that you execute regardless of how you feel. Most people misunderstand discipline because they think it is something that strikes them like lightning, a sudden burning desire that pushes them into action. But true discipline is not an emotional surge. It is a rigid, self-governing system that functions on command and continues to operate even when your motivation has evaporated into dust. Motivation belongs to those who chase feelings. Discipline belongs to those who build systems and obey them as if they were law. Feelings are unstable, emotional states are unreliable, and inspiration is unpredictable. Yet success demands consistency, repetition, and endurance, not occasional passion. Discipline is a personal regime that you establish like a ruler setting laws for his territory. It is not something you apply when it's convenient or pleasant. It is enforced especially during moments of internal resistance. When your body whispers for rest, discipline demands movement. When your mind prefers comfort, discipline orders difficulty. When your heart seeks distraction, discipline forces focus. This is not punishment. It is the construction process of a powerful identity. Every regime in history that thrived did so because its laws were executed without emotional negotiation. You must treat your personal discipline the same way. Break your own rules, and you weaken your authority. Honor your own rules, and you become unstoppable. At its core, discipline is the ability to command yourself. The question is not whether you are capable, but whether you are obedient to your own standards. Discipline is like issuing a royal decree to yourself and ensuring it is carried out, not through external pressure, but through internal enforcement. Many people fail because they rely on outside forces to push them. They wait for encouragement, praise, urgency, deadlines, rewards, or fear. They act only when circumstances corner them. The disciplined individual does not wait for circumstances. He moves by decision, not by emotion. He does not need permission or applause. His actions are self-validated, his effort is self-initiated, and his progress is self-imposed. To build discipline as a personal regime, you must stop tying action to mood. Mood is the language of the weak. Mood says, "I don't feel like it," while discipline says, "I will do it regardless." Mood tries to justify delay. Discipline eliminates the concept of delay entirely. You cannot become someone powerful if you continue to treat your mood as your master. Every time you choose mood over discipline, you reinforce weakness. Every time you choose discipline over mood, you reinforce authority. The difference compounds silently until one day the world sees a gap so extreme that it can no longer be ignored. The people who seem gifted are simply those who choose discipline for years while others chose convenience. Your personal regime must exist whether you feel excited, depressed, tired, unmotivated, or uninspired. The man who only works on inspired days will always lose to the man who works every day with or without inspiration. A soldier does not train only when he feels enthusiastic. He trains because his life requires readiness. Likewise, your goals require discipline more than motivation, because the world does not reward occasional excellence. It rewards repeated demonstration of strength, intelligence, strategy, and consistency. The only way to achieve that frequency is through a personal regime that does not depend on how comfortable or energized you are. When you decide to operate by discipline, you are no longer driven by preference. You become driven by duty. The moment you internalize that duty, your identity begins to shift. You stop seeing effort as suffering. You begin seeing effort as alignment. You begin to adopt a mindset where doing what is required becomes a natural state, not a battle. That is the point where discipline transforms from something you force into something you are. It becomes part of your character rather than an occasional struggle. People around you will not understand how you continue to move without motivation, but that is because they still rely on emotion while you rely on self-governance. True discipline is quiet, private, and rarely visible. It happens when no one is watching, when there is nothing to prove, when there is no prize in sight, and no immediate gratification waiting for you. That is what makes it powerful. Anyone can act strong in public. Discipline makes you strong when you are alone. The internal regime you follow becomes the invisible architecture of your destiny. Feelings will tell you it is unnecessary, that you can rest, that someone will understand, that tomorrow is available. But discipline never speaks that language. It gives only one instruction: do what must be done. Comfort has always been the most sophisticated and beautifully disguised prison mankind has ever encountered. It does not appear harsh, threatening, or painful. It does not scream, chain, or command. Instead, it gently whispers, it soothes, it relaxes, and it convinces you that you are safe exactly where you are. Comfort is seductive because it feels earned even when it isn't. It deceives you into believing that rest is deserved long before the battle has been fought, that ease is a sign of maturity, and that slowing down is a form of self-care. Yet, in reality, comfort is not the prize. It is the invisible enemy of potential, ambition, and personal evolution. Comfort is not dangerous because it harms you instantly. It is dangerous because it slowly softens you without your awareness. It replaces hunger with satisfaction, curiosity with routine, and ambition with excuses. The most tragic part is that comfort never announces when it becomes a trap. It simply slowly drains your urgency, weakens your drive, and convinces you that there will always be another chance, another day, another moment to begin. When comfort wins, dreams expire silently. No war cry, no final warning, no dramatic collapse. Things simply never happen. The world has never been divided by talent as much as it has been divided by tolerance for discomfort. Greatness is almost always hidden behind tasks that feel boring, repetitive, lonely, painful, inconvenient, or uncomfortable. Meanwhile, average lives are built from choices that feel pleasant, effortless, entertaining, and pleasurable. Comfort makes you believe you are choosing peace when you are really choosing silent decay. You are not resting, you are rusting. You are not pausing, you are regressing. You are not preserving energy, you are surrendering your edge. Comfort operates with psychological precision. It tells you that you will perform better tomorrow if you relax today. It convinces you that small breaks are harmless and that minor delays are justified. It will always present respectable and logical excuses: mental exhaustion, stress, timing, weather, mood, and societal norms. It knows that if it can hide behind rationality, you will never suspect sabotage. Comfort never wants to appear as the villain. It wants to appear as the remedy. The sickest part is that the more you choose comfort, the more you believe you need it, and the less you believe you can operate without it. The truth is simple. Comfort has never created strong men, resilient minds, powerful leadership, or legendary mastery. Every great transformation required discomfort, uncertainty, sacrifice, control, and pressure. Nothing significant has ever grown inside pleasant conditions. Diamonds are not formed in softness, they are forged under crushing force. Warriors are not shaped in relaxation, they are built through discipline, hardship, repetition, and exposure to struggle. Leaders do not emerge from convenient choices, they rise through decisive action regardless of personal ease. Comfort makes you forget that the world is still competitive even when you are resting. While you slow down, someone else is accelerating. While you protect your feelings, someone else is reinforcing their strength. While you avoid discomfort, someone else is making it their training ground. Eventually, Comfort forces you to compete against men who have spent years building the capacity to withstand suffering. When the moment comes, it becomes painfully clear who trained for war and who trained for convenience. Comfort also destroys urgency, and without urgency, the human mind loses direction. Dreams can only survive if they are fed by impatience and forward motion. Comfort erodes that instinct. It convinces you that time is abundant, that opportunities repeat, and that life will wait for you to be ready. But time does not care. It keeps moving. Comfort blinds you to the reality that every second wasted is a piece of your potential permanently erased. Not delayed, erased. The most ironic truth is that comfort promises happiness, yet long-term comfort leads to profound emptiness because humans are not designed to thrive in ease. We are wired to conquer challenges, pursue growth, and achieve progress. Purpose, fulfillment, identity, confidence, and inner strength are not rewards of comfort. They are rewards of overcoming. You can sleep for hours, escape responsibility, avoid challenge, and drown in entertainment, yet still feel deeply unsatisfied because you know internally that you are living below your true capacity. Comfort does not ask you to quit. It simply asks you to delay, soften, and compromise. It convinces you to avoid the edge because the edge is uncomfortable, but the edge is where transformation happens. The edge is where you become someone new. The edge is where your old identity breaks so a stronger one can emerge. Comfort is not the opposite of success. It is the slow, silent killer of it. The world is filled with comfortable, unfulfilled, average existences masquerading as content lives. And they never realize the truth until it is far too late. Pain, sacrifice, and restraint have been misunderstood by the majority of society for centuries. Most people view them as punishments, setbacks, losses, or tragic curses that life imposes on them. They run from pain, complain about sacrifice, and despise restraint. They are convinced that these elements belong only to those who are unlucky or unfortunate. Yet, those who rise above normal existence understand a far different truth. Pain, sacrifice, and restraint are not cruel forces pushing you downward. They are sharpening forces designed to elevate you. They are the ancient tools of transformation, used not to destroy a person, but to carve out everything weak, fragile, and undisciplined inside them so they can rise above mediocrity. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the messenger, the alarm, and the builder. It is the harsh but necessary indication that you are alive, growing, and stretching beyond your comfort. Pain is evidence that you are no longer stagnant. Human beings were never created to remain soft, empty, or fragile. Pain exists to warn you that something is changing, that something inside you is evolving, that a new version of yourself is being demanded. If life gives you pain, it is because you are standing in a place where transformation is possible. Pain breaks illusions, forces awareness, and removes the lies that comfort protects. Only through pain do you learn what you must improve, what you must change, and what you must detach from. Sacrifice is another necessary force in the process of greatness. Nothing valuable is ever gained without offering something in exchange. The world does not reward those who want everything while giving nothing. Sacrifice is not loss. Sacrifice is trade. You trade your comfort for capability, your distractions for focus, your excuses for results, your short-term pleasure for long-term dominance. Every successful individual has sacrificed far more than others are willing to imagine. They sacrificed sleep, entertainment, social validation, temporary love, and sometimes even peace to secure the future they desired. Sacrifice is not a sign that you are deprived. It is a sign that you understand value. When you sacrifice, you are not losing, you are investing. Restraint is the third tool and the rarest. Restraint is the ability to deny your impulses, silence your hunger for instant gratification, and control your desires even when they are screaming to be satisfied. Most people fail not because they are incapable, but because they indulge every craving their body and mind presents. They cannot say no to urges, pleasure, laziness, or emotional needs. They live as slaves to impulse while believing they are free. True freedom is not the ability to do anything you want. True freedom is the ability to not do what weakens you. Restraint is a mark of someone who understands his mission, who protects his energy, who respects his future more than his present desire. These three forces, when combined, form an unbreakable formula for mastery. Pain gives you awareness and strength. Sacrifice gives you progress and investment. Restraint gives you control and direction. Together, they separate leaders from followers, the ambitious from the average, and the powerful from the powerless. If you truly want to evolve, you must stop fearing these forces and start utilizing them. The reason weak men stay weak is because they avoid anything that feels unpleasant, difficult, or uncomfortable. They want a grand life without paying a grand price. They want respect without discipline, success without responsibility, and achievement without effort. Meanwhile, the strong willingly walk into the fire because they understand that fire is not designed to kill them, but to purify them. Consider how nature works. Every powerful creation requires pressure, isolation, friction, or destruction. Seeds must be buried before they transform. Metal must be burned before it strengthens. Muscles must tear before they grow. The mind must be stretched before it expands. Even mountains are formed through violent collision and pressure. Nothing remarkable emerges from comfort, ease, or protection. Greatness is born from force, shock, challenge, and demand. To reject pain, sacrifice, and restraint is to reject evolution itself. There will be moments when you will feel tired, frustrated, doubted, lonely, unrecognized, and emotionally overwhelmed. In those moments, you must remember that such experiences are not evidence that life is unfair. They are the cost of becoming someone different. Every legend, philosopher, warrior, inventor, strategist, leader, and conqueror lived through seasons of struggle that ordinary people would never tolerate. They were willing to hurt for what they believed in. They were willing to lose what others clung to. They were willing to remain silent, patient, and disciplined while the rest demanded comfort, noise, and reward. Pain, sacrifice, and restraint force you to confront yourself. They expose whether your desire is real or merely a fantasy. Anyone can say they want greatness, but only those who embrace these three forces can endure the journey required to obtain it. The question is not whether you can handle them, but whether you are willing to. The world is filled with those who dream of greatness, yet only few are willing to bleed for it. Discipline is not an act, it is an identity, a code, a private oath that you honor without witness or reward. It demands that you treat your life like a kingdom under your command, not a playground ruled by your emotions. When you understand that motivation is temporary, that comfort is a silent executioner, and that pain, sacrifice, and restraint are sacred tools of transformation, you stop living like someone waiting to be saved, and you become the one who saves yourself. The world does not belong to the wishful, the emotional, or the comfortable. It belongs to those who build themselves through personal law, intentional discomfort, and the mastery of desire. When you choose discipline as your foundation, you no longer need luck, applause, or permission. You become your own source of power, and from that moment forward, nothing internal or external can break you, delay you, or own you again.